Hey y'all, it's me, Chantrell. Again, I told y'all was gonna see me again. Transition coach, elevation of care creator, and we're gonna talk today about elevation of care. Elevation of care is just exactly what it said. It is elevating caregiving, period. I noticed that there was a gap coming from hospital facilities, new diagnoses, life traumas, life changes, all these things. There was a gap between doing that and actually living your life at home. There's a big gap, and no one prepares you, and there's nothing really that's there to prepare you on the new journey you're going on. However that happens after grief, after new experience, new transitions. And I have built something, me, with the help of my intern Alexandria Edwards. This summer we have built elevation of care from the heart to help. So what I will be doing is teaching classes on how to transition, how I transitioned from critical care diagnosis, having kids on hospice, losing a child, having a grandmother that has a chronic illness, and transitioning that part of life for her, myself having Crohn's disease, myself going through grief. I'm teaching you all of these things that I wish I would have had. So if you are interested in taking any of these courses, on have any of the one-on-one sessions, and hopefully you won't, but hopefully I'll be a part of discharge programs around helping people transition from facilities to home, because it is needed. The gap needs to be bridged, and the community needs this. So, elevation of care, August. This will be a monthly book that is available digitally via www.elevationofcare.com. You can buy the physical version and we will mail it to you. Pre-order September right now. You can buy the digital version of August right now. And it will be available digitally. So you can subscribe and get them every month. Automatically every month it will be sent to you. Or you can buy them one time, and if you love it, come back and buy for a month that you may need. But this is something that you need. My mom and dad said that they're going to be the first people to purchase these, but Daryl said he's going to be the first. So who's going to be the first? Let's see. Who's going to be the first? Because I'm going to let you guys know. But let's go through this. Right, let's go. I'm going to just make a little bit of adjustments of this camera so you guys can see what we're doing. So, elevation of care. August is the month of new transitions. Month of new. I have COVID brain, guys. Bear with me. September is the month of transition. August is the month of new beginnings. And it was only befitting to bring this out during the month of new beginnings. So, I wrote a foreword, and I wrote in this how to use, but I'm going to tell you this right now, how to use it. So, I came up with a care plan. 3 parts to the care plan in this calendar. Care plan, part 1 is insight. And what insight is I care for people. And the people I care for, you need to know the insight about them. Jackson. I care for him when he came to me. All of the people that are teammates of ours. My mother, his father, our palliative care team, our hospice care team, our doctors, our medical experts, all of these are teammates. list them here. And so on your digital version, you can do them on your computer and save it. You can do them on your iPad, write them in and save it. You can do it on your phone and save it. You can print it out and save it. Whatever you want to do is how you do it. But with Insight, you tell about the people you're caring for. Now, this is for neurotypical children and children or people with severe medical complex histories. So if they have diagnosis, anything, it's here. Allergies, baseline, what are their normal like? Educating you on the person that I care for, whoever that may be. My grandmother, educating you on what a day like in her life looks like. Grandma, I hope you're okay with me talking about you. Jackson, what does his normal day and routine look like? Care Plan Part 2 is healing. And I feel like I'm going to show you this stuff, but you got to go get it, because this is what I'm teaching from. So it's telling you about what is it that we're using to heal this person. Music is a track record. Medicines, a track record. A track record of when we start these things, what time we do them, why we're doing them, why he likes Elmo so much. And I'm talking about Jackson. Jackson loves Elmo more than he loves Mama. And that's just being honest. Part 3 of the care plan is thriving. Thriving for me and Jackson are different. What I need to thrive and what he needs to thrive are different. And you need to know that. You need to know what your child needs to thrive. What does grandma need to thrive? And what that means are medical necessities. What do you need? Mentally, what do you need? Physically, what do you need? The purpose of all these things and how do we use them to help you thrive in your life. And I'm going through this, but as I'm going through this, like, it's a lot of little nuggets in here, y'all. I have quotes. This is some good stuff in here. So then we go through our calendar. I'll show you this. The August is the month of new beginnings, and we go through all of our days, and you will see a lot in this mental download. And what mental download is exactly what it says. I am downloading what's in here on here because it needs to get out of here on here so I can have more space for other things. Because one thing that I noticed is when I was going through all of these journeys is that when I get overwhelmed with things, I tend to slow down, break down, forget things, not show up as the best version of myself. I need to get it out so I have room for other things. Every month, we will have a message of the month and we will have an activity of the month. And so for August, the message of the month is my personal favorite. I picked this out. If you don't like it, it was me. But it is how I have survived this. And it wasn't until recently that I know this is, and it is now my message, and this is the message all month, where I didn't even realize when I created this that I had this, but I'm going to show this to you. What does it say? Jeremiah 29 and 11, you see, is the message of the month. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. And that is from the Bible. This is for, the Bible is a book. This is a book. I use it as a connection and a guide for my life and with my higher power. This is the message. The activity of the month is use this time to connect with your higher power and discover the plan that is meant for you. Your higher power may not be the God that I serve. But use the activity of this month is to connect and to discover the plan that is meant for you. Right? Right. So then, this is my favorite part. It feels like I want to show you, but I need you to go get this stuff right. Self-care is the best care, and there is no way that you can take care of anyone without taking care of yourself. So we actively every day go through a self-care assessment to see where we are. Because if you don't know where you are to take care of yourself, there's no way that you can take care, help, assist, show up as the best version of yourself, or even as the half version of yourself for anybody. So this goes through things about how you feel mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. We have daily affirmations. So the first affirmation is, there is always room for a new beginning. So today, there is always room for a new beginning. And a new beginning is this YouTube. This is a new beginning. So when you download this, you will go through this. And if you have questions and you've purchased this, you can contact me on the site, or you can contact me at godsaidnollc.com, elevationofcare@gmail.com. Whatever it is you need to reach out to me. Comments below on if you need to dive further in this. So when you're going through this, if you have questions, you can reach out to me. We do the same for others. This is elevation of care. Elevation of care is not only taking care of yourself, but taking the moment to stop, check, and see how my person's doing. Because if I'm cool and I know where I am on the meter, a scale of 1 to 5, where I am, I know that how I'm looking at you, I'm taking myself into account. So if I'm at a 5, I'm already stressed out, and so things I may be projecting on you, but now I know where I am, so I can take the me out of it and just look at who I'm caring for. So I'm going to use, for example, Jackson, and this is what I do with Jackson every day. And it is a proven measure to work, because I did this while Jackson was hospitalized, and it let me know, and this is probably part of what was created when I asked God to give me a way to connect to my son higher. Jackson doesn't speak, so I needed a way to communicate with him and to know how he's feeling and what he's doing, and this was created. So this is that actual check of how Jackson is doing daily. Life list. We have a daily challenge every single day. The daily challenge I'm going to go to today. So let's see what's today. So the affirmation for today, if I go for today, what today is, the affirmation that I showed you was for the beginning of the month, but today is, I am guarded, guided, and protected. I am, in the name of the Father, Spirit, and Holy Ghost. I am. That was kind of, I am. So then we have a challenge every day. Make a list of your wildest dreams on your life list. Then when you have such a high-stake life, a busy life, it is hour by hour, so we break down the day hourly. Because when you have so much going on, you can't just put the day out in just August 10th. No. It's so many parts of this. You know, it's so many parts that it needs to be broken down. We have an appointment at this time. I have self-care at this time. Jackson has this time. At this time, we're meditating. Medicine's at this time. Cooking dinner at this time. Meeting someone at this time. You know, it's a lot that goes into the day of someone that is, one, high powered, two, is a caregiver for someone else completely. So you're responsible for someone 100%, and as a parent, you're responsible for someone 100%. So this is being able to break that down. And this is every day. We're doing this every single day. And I promise you, if you do this every day, the byproduct of you practicing self-care, elevation of care, your affirmations, writing it down, going through this, it's amazing. It's the transition that you need. It's the bridge, the gap between the doctors and what they're saying and you showing up prepared on what you know about the person that you're caring for. It's just passion of mine, so just a little passion. And so we do this every day. And then at the end of the month, every month will be different. So we're looking at this month. We always have a You Made It page. And so it's different activities on this Made It page. It's different things we're talking about on You Made It page, because the fact that in life in 2022, COVID, monkeypox, all these things going on in life, that we're making it through a month is an accomplishment. So it's a lot of things that we talk about and go through over the month. Emergency plans, emergency visits to anywhere, hospital, veterinarians. Like July, seriously, was when I used this for real. And I had just created an emergency hospital visit when Jackson had an emergency hospital visit, and I was able to use this, and it was how I was able to navigate, and it was part of the reason that Jackson is still here today. I know this for 100% to be 100% true. So this is a little bit about elevation of care, and if you go on the website, you'll learn a little bit more. If you want to take one-on-one transition classes with me, those are available. If you want to come to an event that I am at, if you want to book me to come and teach or talk to you, and whoever the group is amongst you, that is available for us to share group meetings, group sessions. I'm excited about being a transition coach. I'm excited about being your partner. I'm excited about being your teacher. I am excited about offering you something that is life-changing. Life-changing. Nothing like this in the caregiving world. Nothing like this in the self-care world. Nothing like this in the world of having children or having people that need you. It is nothing like this, and I am so glad God chose me. We'll talk more. Bye, y'all.